Hey, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I grew up in Chesterfield County. My name's Bob Jump, so I'm a lifelong Virginian. So, where are you from?
I'm from Michigan. My name is Ben Beaver,
Okay.
and I'm a living historian and reenactor from the Michigan area, and I do Civil War medicine.
Okay. And would you be termed a surgeon or a doctor? Or?
Yeah, today I'm dressed as an assistant surgeon. I am a first lieutenant.
Okay.
Assistant surgeons are typically lieutenants or captains.
All right. So this is I guess, an open field hospital here?
Yeah, basically a field hospital. We'll be doing an amputation demonstration on our dummy here later today. We'll be doing a talk at 10:30 on bring the chloroform, and we'll be talking about Civil War surgery and medicine and the progression of treatment of Civil War soldiers over the course of the war.
Question.
Sure.
I always wondered, did they have enough medicine? I mean, this is pretty traumatic, getting your leg cut off. Did they have enough medications out in the field? Did they have a problem with that?
No, they did. We have anesthesia. We have chloroform and ether that's available.
Okay.
There's only 254 cases that I know of where there was no chloroform and ether used.
Well, I don't want to date myself, but when I was born in 1950.
So you you went to the dentist and had some ether at some point.
We had ether, and I remember coming out, and just when you come out real sick.
Yeah.
You know, it was kind of like they used to put the thing over your nose, and they say start counting, 10 or whatever, count to 10 backwards or forward. And I don't ever remember getting to either end counting. But I remember coming back out, it was just strange. I guess the lights that were on in the hospital room,
yes,
my ears were always ringing for some reason.
Oh, interesting.
Like, that might be just me.
Well, I don't know.
So that's ether. What was the other thing they used?
Chloroform. Yep, so you can apply chloroform. Surgery's gonna last about 10 minutes, start to finish. It may take as little as or as much as 9 to 12 minutes for chloroform or ether to take effect.
Uh-huh.
And here's the thing, dosage, those types of things, we don't understand in the Civil War. So, today you go in, an anesthesiologist or a nurse anesthetist would be able to give you a correct dosage so you don't wake up during the procedure. That may not be the case in the Civil War. We could give you too much.
Right.
You don't ever wake up.
Right. I grew up behind McGuire Hospital.
Okay.
So I guess, what's his name? It was Hunter McGuire.
Hunter McGuire.
He was the personal surgeon of Jackson?
Yeah, I believe so, yes.
Okay. And I think, he started, a lot of the hospital. I think someone told me he's the first one that came up with everybody start washing your hands.
It wouldn't be surprised that during the war you start to see some changes in hygiene, not just in the Confederate Army, but the Union Army as well. The Sanitary Commission comes in, they help the Union Army develop camps, so you have drainage, you have latrines away from your water source, so you're not getting cross-contamination.
Right.
Diarrhea is a #1 killer of a Civil War soldier. So chronic diarrhea, dysentery, these guys will struggle with this. Some of them will struggle with it until
it's terrible, the stuff you read about it. It's terrible. It sounds terrible.
It's horrible. Yeah.
So is this the main blade right here that we use?
Yeah, that's a reproduction capital amputation saw. That's what I'll be using later today. So yeah, that would be used on an arm or a leg. And then we have, in the kit over here, we have some smaller knives, Catlin knives that could be used to cut through muscle and tissue. For example, there's one there. There's also a smaller saw back here that you could use on fingers and toes.
All right, well, you talk about that casually. I guess that was pretty traumatic. I guess after you see, how many would you see after a while?
After a battle, surgeons would work. Surgeons, assistant surgeons would be working, and they'd be doing triage behind the lines in like a aid station. Those that needed surgery would be taken to a field hospital like you see here. Ones that had terminal, a wound that's going to lead to death, maybe a head wound, a chest wound, they might not even take them to the field hospital. They maybe just put them over
by a tree or something
and let them kind of pass away.
Well, thank you for letting me do this. It's more than a book. I mean, you guys, when I read a book, kids, they need to see it. It's living history.
Come out to their national parks and battlefields and state
Appreciate
parks
what you do. How long have you been doing it?
I've been doing living history since 2002.
Okay, what got you interested?
Well, my parents took me to Gettysburg in 1989
Okay.
as a third grader, and I've been interested ever since.
All right. Well, thank you very much
You
for what
bet.
you do.
Appreciate it, sir. Take care.
Thank you.
You betcha.